Hello, little goblin.
So yeah, my hair is brown now. I didn't post last week and I'm very sorry about that, but I had one of the worst weeks of my life and it all accumulated to me driving home from school, throwing up in my car. So yeah, really make a video last Friday, but two big things have happened since then. I have hit 2K subscribers and I just want to thank you so much, and I got approved for monetization. So all of my videos are monetized, but immediately my first video ever was demonetized, and let's see if you can guess why. I obviously don't care that much, but I mean, imagine if I had actually got kidnapped and I was like brave enough to show my story and then it gets fucking demonetized because it's not appropriate enough. That would suck. But anyways, as you can see, the fame has already gotten to my head and I am barreling towards irrelevancy because I am doing my first Q&A. So I asked a couple times on Instagram because I wanted to get a ton of questions to choose from, and I realized that I feel like I don't get to interact as much. I would respond to comments as much as I can, but I feel like you guys don't know quite as much about me. So let's start with just some basics. I don't think I got asked this on Instagram because most people know. But I am 17 years old, I live in Minnesota, and I am a junior in high school. And let's get on to the questions. My laptop is dead and I can't find my charger, so I just wrote them like a real vintage gal. Okay, so the first one is, what is your favorite movie? And I definitely do not have just one. I have a few, and they're very random. I would say one of my favorites is Jurassic Park. It's just very good. Jeff Goldblum is amazing. If I was straight and 60 years old, you know, who knows? I also very, very love, I think I just made a post on Instagram about Suicide Circle or Suicide Club, Jisatsu Circle, whatever translation you choose, is one of my absolute favorite movies. It is amazing. Trigger warning, obviously, if you can't tell by the title, but it is very, very interesting. I would recommend, I don't even know if there is a dub, we're having it subtitled, but yeah, it's really good. And then one of my all-time favorite movies, one I am hoping to get a tattoo from soon, a quote from it, is The Iron Giant. My sister and I would watch it all the time when I was little, and it was just one of my absolute faves, and still is to this day. It has a very good meaning. Next one is kind of related. What are your favorite bands and musicians? And I feel like a lot of the time, like, I don't like telling people what kind of music I listen to, especially if they follow me on Instagram and all that stuff, because I guess you would expect me to listen to like only like 80s and like retro music, and I mean like Africa by Toto is a jam, but I'm not super into older music. Maybe like the oldest music I listen to, one of my favorite bands is My Chemical Romance, so early 2000s emo, like Blink-182, stuff like that I like. And then I also really, really love The Strokes. My number one favorite band, like forever, is AJJ, and I was going to see them this October, and then I realized that I couldn't get tickets because it was 18 plus, so I was super, super bummed, but maybe next year. They're absolutely wonderful. How much rainbow is too much rainbow? It's no such thing. What was the hardest thing you had to let go of on Depop? And this is kind of weird for me to think about because I feel like since I've started Depop, it's a lot easier for me to like let go of things, but I still am buying a lot more things, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's perfect because I'll find all of these amazing rare things and I'm like, I don't have a place for this, or this isn't completely my style, but I still want to get it because it's such an amazing find. And then I'm able to give it to someone who genuinely has room for it and loves it and wants it. And I feel like it's made me not more of a minimalist. I'm not a minimalist at all. Like, I'm gonna do a room tour soon and it's pretty insane, but yeah, I don't think I ever like genuinely have regretted selling anything on Depop. I usually am just able to let go, and a lot of the stuff I have sold is stuff I've kept for a while and worn or had displayed in my room and then decided, you know, it's time to let go. So I don't really think anything has been super, super hard to let go of. Why did you start collecting vintage toys, and what were your favorite toys as a kid? Well, these two questions are awesome because I remember when I was a kid, I was like obsessed with taking pictures. I had one of those shitty, like, well, I had many of them, those disposable cameras that you got at like grocery stores, and I would take so many pictures of my toys. Like, I would display them and I would like make them like look like they were doing like a battle scene or like posing or like a wedding or something. I would never actually like play with my toys. I would just do that and like take pictures. I hope I still have some pictures. I would do it a lot with my Barbies, my Bratz, and my Little Ponies. If I can find pictures, that would be fucking amazing. Other question, what got you into the whole retro / colorful look? I think it'd be super fun to do like a style evolution, but it will probably be kind of cringy and I'll have to look and do a lot of cross-referencing because I have a lot of weird memory gaps, which is just kind of a part of some of the illnesses I have, but yeah, I can get into that later. From when I was like 8 to 12, I was very into like dark or like kind of like goth or emo fashion, but I was very bad at it because I was really young. But then I just did a total 180 and I got super into pastel fashion, which again I wasn't very good at. I think I was into Lolita for like a hot second and I ordered one dress off Bodyline that was like $40 and I wore it to like my 5th or 6th grade graduation and it was a mess. And then I started getting more into like Fairy K and like other Japanese fashions that were more retro based, and my love for like My Little Pony, I loved My Little Pony as a kid, and Care Bears and stuff kind of went into it. I started wearing a lot of like retro-y stuff like that, and then I think I got more into thrifting, which definitely helped. Anyways, I started thrifting a lot and I started going on Instagram a lot, looking at the baddies, and I started really getting into like Lazy Oaf and stuff like that and just vintage stuff. For a while it was a lot of like 80s stuff, and then I went kind of through an early 2000s phase the past couple months, and now if you can't tell, I'm really kind of feeling the 60s and 70s. But yeah, just colorful retro stuff is definitely my thing. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun to have a look down memory lane and do a style evolution video sometimes if you guys are interested. When you were younger, what did you want to do as a job? Oh, there's my kitty. When I was in like kindergarten or 1st grade, I wanted to be Hannah Montana, bitch. Like, I was so obsessed with Hannah Montana. My best friend at the time and me, we would sing Hannah Montana all the time, like on the bus, whatever. I really wanted to be a singer, even though I can't sing, like, at all. Like, at all. And then, actually, this is kind of interesting, I guess. I wanted to be a mortician for a long time, from when I was probably, like, 9 to, like, 14. And I actually got to have some experience with that. If you guys don't know, my mom does a lot of things and has done a lot of different things in her life, but she is a hairstylist, and a lot of her clients are older, and so unfortunately a few times they have passed away. And at one time when I was about 12 or 13, that happened, and sometimes the family will ask her to do their parents' hair or family members' hair one more time. So I actually got She just scratched me, sorry. I actually got the opportunity to go to a local funeral home and do hair and makeup on a dead person, and it was a very cool experience. And I think I honestly would have been really good at it. I didn't get a lot of support from other people in my family besides my mom on it. I think a lot of people thought it was just kind of like a weird thing that I would grow out of, or that it was creepy. And so I kind of abandoned it, and I don't know, I think I would be really good at it, and it's something that I'm really interested in. Even like a pathology field or something like that is just super cool to me. I follow a lot of pathology and like funeral home accounts and stuff on Instagram and YouTube, but I don't know. I think it would be hard because it's not a ton of social interaction, and the interaction that you can have is kind of awkward because you're kind of in a position where you need to be very, very understanding, which I can be. It's just, I'm not very good with grief, other people's grief, so I feel like it would be really awkward. And yeah. I just ran out of storage space, which happens at least once, and I'm filming. I need to get my life together. But now I think I would like to do something with social work or therapy, maybe in a group setting. My mom has been a social worker for a long time, and it's something a lot of people in my family do, and I'm really interested in it. I think I would be really good at it. But anyways, I am sorry, I'm going to have to wrap this up because I am almost out of storage space. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this Q&A. Thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys next time. Chicken.